Welcome to Mongolia, a country which has some of the most varied and beautiful landscape in the world. It's home to just 3 million people, half of which live in its capital city, Ulaanbaatar. This year, it was once again hosting its flagship international sporting event, the annual visit of the World Judo Tour for a Grand Prix. And with a fanatical home crowd inside the buoyant Uka sports complex who love their judo, the atmosphere would once again be electric. Mongolia has been forming a judo legacy. Its unique tradition in Mongolian wrestling gives its fighters natural strength and flexibility on the judo tatami. Extensive coaching and development has moulded an abundance of natural athletes into some of the best judoka currently in action on the world tour. In this episode of Judo for the World, we'll see what's been done to encourage the development of judo in Zambia, before we also speak to Croatia's young judo crop about their future potential. We'll then bring you all the best moments from this action-packed Grand Prix. The women's over 78 kg division saw an opportunity for reigning Olympic champion and two-time world champion Idalis Ortiz to sharpen up before she defends her crown in Rio. The Cuban was in the final against home favourite Odku. Your commentator is former world champion Neil Adams.
Well, into the last minute here. Odku doing very well here against the Olympic champion. Now what's going to happen? Oh gosh, it's going to happen. And now it's all over. Wazari for that. And straight into Munigatami. The Olympic champion scores in the end. She just kept pushing forwards. Odku did well to defend right up, well, to just 30 seconds to go. Has a look back to see if it was given Ippon, but it was a bit of a roll, rolled her opponent over. Good decision from the referee that, and then straight into the hold down. Great preparation. Now, can she defend her Olympic title?
In the women's under 48 kg division, there was a renewal of the rivalry between Kazakhstan's world number 6 Galbadrak and home favourite Munkbat, the world number 1. Having suffered defeat at Galbadrak's hands 3 times this year, a scrappy Yuko meant Munkbat was able to exact a measure of revenge when she prevailed on home soil. A great confidence boost for the former world champion. Mongolia's women were also on the mark in the under 57 kg category, with 17-year-old Lakadva to go penning her name down amongst the World Tour's youngest Grand Prix champions. She looks to be an incredibly exciting prospect for the future. This shoulder throw against China's Man Dariwa, the highlight of her path to the final, where she encountered Japan's Ishikawa. There, it was a superbly skillful Taya Toshi for Wazari, which gave her the win. After the fight was awarded, it was clear just how much the result meant to her. This could be the start of a glittering career for Lakadva to go. The under 63 kg division saw an all-Mongolian encounter in the final, as the home nation continued their dominance, with Bold taking on Baldorj. It was the former who'd caught the attention during the elimination rounds, with some fine judo seeing her through to the final. However, there it would be her teammate Baldorj emerging victorious, thanks to a higher attack rate which earned her a win by just 1 penalty point. Mongolia's results from its new rising stars were a testament to the successful efforts of the nation to develop its athletes. From humble beginnings, Mongolia has produced a team of superstars, with young talent eager to burst through the ranks. Judo for the World travelled to Africa to see how the development of judo is being pursued in Zambia, enriching the lives of those it touches in the process.
People here are very energetic and passionate about life.
We are 73 tribe in Zambia. We are one Zambia, one nation. It's difficult for parents to afford to take children to school because of the lack of employment here in Zambia. Problems are if you are not doing something You find that start selling in the streets. Girls become prostitutes. Boys become abuse of drugs. Through judo, I've changed about 8 widows and 4 girls. I'm a mother to all judokas here in Livingstone. It's not easy to change someone, but because of my heart, I'm able to change my fellow women.
Kuno wame tuli kuna Matama extension ndiye area mwaini nkala mkomboni mu street penezi kabyamba school nizenda mu street gulisa chabe maegi tomato mu street mulivoipa mu street munga pezi kabena ngwa ma boys bakita ma drugs ngankale ule kumenyana kubanka kawalala. Mama wanamvera mushe pena joina judo pa festivals kunilesa maipe wanabauza mama wanabauza timusie na kazi enda cha ku training babauza paliva judo naye bambonileka na mbogo ya ku training naye bambona na mbokana ulemo tumambia shabe mushe tukaenda ku training paja pesa na mama mbo training sa trainer tukomboka kabao nyumba ndia shabe mushe judo mtima mwangu yako vindu vamushe sinezezwa kulusaka sinezezwa kumungu but because ya judo namboenda kuma tournament kulusaka kumungu.
When we were young, I spent most of my time in Kalingalinga, very influential place. We never used to play nice. We got the idea of, going into shops and smuggling one or few things. At some point, some of my friends, they wanted to smoke some weed. You start seeing it as a normal thing. I knew it was going to get bad afterwards, so I thought I should really dedicate my life to something. When we first joined judo, they really made us feel like we belong there. I think judo is a way of life. The respect I've gained, I've become more disciplined than I was when I was young. I get very happy. I like it when I'm tired. And then when I give it all, when I give it my best, putting Africa, I'm the world judo mom. That's the passion that I have. It's not easy, but I've been told that, the sky is the limit.
Andrew, certainly, I can see him as a rising star. Judo is a disciplined game, and it changes the mind from the inside. It insulates the person from outside challenges and difficulties they could get into. I built a small judo club in Livingston in 1968. We started there. Judo is the #1 sport in Zambia at the moment, as far as winning medals and achievements across the world.
Zambia muno niona judo ngakule because metuma trainer wamene wali 100 and 600 so once vaikonda judo so judo mu Zambia izakula judo ikakula yenene nangakale otaniza ko bantu judo kati kutrainesa mwanga mama trainsela mama so chabe master trainsa afana judo.
In at number 3 in our list of the top 3 Ippons in Ulaanbaatar is Korea's Lee Hui-jung, who took out Mongolia's Batmunk in the bronze medal contest of the under 81 kilogram category. This moment of brilliance getting the job done. At number 2 is Mongolia's Dagvadorj, who took the opportunity to impress when he squared off against Al-Mamadov of Azerbaijan. This amazing standing shoulder throw was so fast that the cameraman missed it. Luckily, we're able to show it to you from some other angles. Our number one ippon came from the gigantic Sugarjagul Bolpurev in the quarterfinals of the over 100 kilogram category.
Bolpurev of Mongolia, biggest in the category, 185 kilograms. But he can move as well. Oguruma! Oh, that was classical. Sturkov didn't stand a chance there. Bolpurev just latches onto the knee there, and then the spin and the rotation takes him over. That was a beautiful Oguruma. It really was. The control of the upper part of the body there, everything working together, the pulling hand and the direction hand and the feet, and it was brilliantly executed.
The under 60 kilogram category saw world number 5 Dashtavar take on his compatriot Nasanjagul in the final. Nasanjagul had looked dangerous during the day. Would Dashtavar be able to see off the challenge from his domestic rival?
Dashtavar trying just to get that little bit of space. But credit to Nasanjagul there. He's really taking it out. Something's going to happen. Oh, that's what's going to happen. They absolutely went for the same technique. They latched onto each other. One of them was going to go. Nasanjagul starts it off, grabs the belt, but Dashtavar, he turns it against him there. Massive hip movement, and he assists it with the leg and directs it with the hands right the way down to the ground. Great stuff there, and that wins him the gold medal. Dashtavar executes the Kosoto brilliantly.
One nation which is looking beyond Rio to the Tokyo Games is Croatia. Their own World Tour event has meant the profile of the sport has soared there, laying the foundations for an emerging crop of youngsters waiting in the ranks. The national selectors were using Ulaanbaatar as a test for 2 of these athletes, and also as preparation for their one Rio representative, Barbara Matic. Judo for the World spoke to the trio after their exploits on the tatami. But first, let's see how they got on. At under 52 kilograms, Tina Sikic would fight for bronze against Korea's Kwon Ah-rim.
Well, what experience for Sikic here. Uchimata! Oh, and brilliantly executed. Gets a Wazari there against Kwon. Has a nice Uchimata, nice line. Gets a good pull on that sleeve as well. And the Croatians doing well, actually, sending youngsters out there for experience. Oh, wow! Finishes that one off. Kwon latched onto the front leg again. She'd already made that mistake. And again, the Uchimata this time gets a bit more lift, and she gets a clean ippon, and she gets her first World Tour medal in style.
The gold medal was taken by Japan, as Uchio Mako defeated Mongolia's Chin Tog in the final. Up next for Croatia would be Matic. Twice junior world champion and twice a Grand Prix winner, she has a great future ahead of her and has the Olympic Games in Rio to look forward to. She too would contest a bronze medal after being defeated by Japan's Ike at the semi-final stage, as Ike would go on to claim gold by defeating Mongolia's Sendayush in the final, giving Japan's women a second gold to celebrate. Matic had to recover from the disappointment of defeat and steel herself for a bronze medal matchup against Amar Saikan, who had home advantage. It was a challenge to which Matic rose. After scoring a Wazari, the Croatian was quick to go to work on the ground, latching on with a strangulation technique to gain a submission victory, as she ensured she would not go home empty-handed. She then turned her attention to supporting her sister, Brigitte Matic, as she aimed to take a first World Tour gold in only her second event. Also a junior world champion, she, like her sister, is a fantastic prospect for the future. In Ulaanbaatar, she would be battling for a gold medal against Mongolia's formidable Puravjagul. The fan favourite was on good form on home soil, looking dominant as she made her way to the final. She would be a real test for the young Matic. Was the Croatian ready to make the difficult step up to senior judo?
Kata, Matic, the junior world champion. Again, she's here for experience. Oh, gets taken down now though. Puravjagul takes her for a Wazari. Uchigari drives off the back leg there, Puravjagul. Barbara Matic up there watching her sister. Also former junior world champion. And now what's going to happen? Oh! Osodagari, and she ran onto it. Puravjagul just rotates Harai Makikomi and takes her over for the Ippon. But she fully committed though, Matic. I have to say, she really took the fight to Puravjagul, and a well-deserved silver medal in the end. And she is, well, one for the future for sure. She is going to be looking for 2020. But credit to Puravjagul there. She rotated through on that Harai Makikomi, and she was in the hold as well, and she wins a well-deserved gold medal. But watch out for Matic in the future.
I had to prepare for seniors. I need to make some points. Barbara came here, I came with her, that she gave me good advices, so next tournaments will be a little bit easier for me.
Everything I do, she do. First I start with judo, then she came to trainings a little bit watched. She was sitting on the chairs, and every day she was closer to tatami, and she started judo. In the beginning she was a little bit annoying sisters like this, but when we were bigger, we were best friends, and we are so close that I think that anyone could have a better friend like your sister.
Barbara and Brigitte are always inspiring me. They are also my good friends. Brigitte is a little bit younger, but me and Barbara are there from Cadets. This competition is the start of my real senior career. So I hope I will get points for Tokyo, and of course my dream is big too. I want a medal from Olympic Games.
For Team Croatia, I can say it's a young team in judo. I think that our time is going to be maybe in Tokyo, and because this year I'm the only one on the Olympic Games, and I hope in Tokyo will be my sister Tena and a lot of girls. There are not so much boys, but in Tokyo we'll have a big team, and we'll do some medals there. My dream is Olympic medal. My first chance is in Rio. If I don't do there, I will do my best for the Tokyo, and between the Olympics maybe some European and world medals, so we will see.
This tournament was one step to the Tokyo. I hope to go there and win medal also, like my sister and Dana, and also other girls. I hope we get a team competition in Tokyo also. We have a lot of girls, a lot of good girls. I hope we be a good senior team there.
Judo is a really good sport for everyone, every generation. It's really good for mind and for the body. You can train judo for a professional career or only for recreation. It's good for everyone.
There was some mouth-watering judo on display in the men's divisions in Ulaanbaatar. At under 66 kilograms, it was Mongolia's Dovdon, taking the opportunity to shine as he outclassed his compatriot Adia, pinning him in the final to take gold. Up one weight at under 73 kilograms, there was a solitary gold medal for judo powerhouse Russia, as Leo Fogel seized his chance to impress. The final saw him defeating Mongolia's Batsetseg. After a great wazari from a dropping shoulder throw, Fogel went to work on the ground, eventually securing a pin to win in style by Ippon. A great result for Fogel. At under 90 kilograms, Mongolia are back on top, as their world number 8 Lekhagvasuren was in action. He is fast gaining a reputation for dynamic judo on the world tour, and on home soil he did not disappoint. This shoulder throw, typical of the judo the Mongolian can produce in an instant. Against China's Bu, he showed off his groundwork skills. After an unorthodox takedown, he was quick to apply an arm lock, which would eventually lead to a submission. The final would see him up against his teammate, Gantulga, in a match that would be decided by judo's smallest score, a yuko. Lakagvasuren getting on the scoreboard with this attack in which he switched direction halfway through. It would be enough to see him on top of the podium, as he defended his title from last year and showed why he is considered by many as a dark horse for Rio. Under 100 kilogram gold was taken by Azerbaijan, as Zelim Kotsoyev defeated Dashtulam in a battle of the young guns. The 17-year-old Kotsoyev coming out on top thanks to this Wazari securing a first World Tour gold. Azerbaijan looked to have a star in the making. And finally, judo's heaviest category, the over 100 kilograms, was taken by the home nation, with Batulga coming through the pack. It was a pin which would see him victorious, as he capitalised on some slack defence from his teammate Ulaanbaatar in the final. Initially attacking with a strangle, Batulga left his opponent no option but to roll over into a prone position from which there was no escape. It continued Mongolia's dominance in Ulaanbaatar. But they weren't done yet. At under 81 kilograms, Niam Suren was in action. He has missed out on the Olympic Games this time, but was here looking to show his countrymen that he is the future flag bearer in the division. Some gritty athletic judo saw him through to the final. He defeated 2 Koreans en route to the gold medal match. This spectacular counterattack against Lee was the highlight of his day. Standing between him and the gold was Jaromir Musil of the Czech Republic. One of these competitors would win gold in style, but which would it be?
Niam Suren, here he comes. One for the future, Niam Suren, and out to show that he's one to be selected. Musil of the Czech Republic, his opponent. Both had good days. Good judo all the way through, well deserved their final places. Niam Suren looking for the Sodi. Oh! That wasn't just the Sodi Surakomi Goshi, it was Kouchi as well. Kouchi Gayaki, and he just changed direction, and that was absolute brilliance. All the way through the contest, he dropped for the Sodi Surakomi, but it was out of line. He didn't quite have the angle for attack, but in the end, he lands right the way between Musil's legs, and as he comes up there, he just sweeps the inside of the leg, and he takes him over for a massive ippon. It was absolute brilliance. It was a brilliant change of direction. Kouchi Gayaki, he gets the left, and he controls with the hands all the way over. Mongolia have shown their depth. And they've shown what an amazing judo nation they are.
So that's it from the last Grand Prix before the Olympic Games, as once again Mongolia showed its love for judo. On display was a mix of the present and the future of the sport. And as always, Mongolia's judo heroes put on a real show. Next up, Tumen for the last Grand Slam before Rio. But for now, it's goodbye to Mongolia.